Okay, looks like we ran out of time on the previous videocast. I'm going to keep this short and end this. So bottom line is what I'm seeing, and this is my prediction, as that this particular histogram that's gone positive will probably have a few more bars left. That validates and matches with my forecast that this crossover continues and goes in the same fashion as it always has. Okay, which is always has, and we will probably have we'll have a strong finish as earnings start to roll in towards the end of April. All right, so this gets like this, then it starts to top, pull back, and then we'll see what happens. If it gets up towards these horrendously overbought levels, that's when you get these kind of massive overbought conditions, and the fall is steeper. So, monitor this on your own screen. Just type in $NYMO under stock charts, and you can see that yourself. All right. So saying all that, this rally continuation is still intact. We have a slew of tech earnings coming out on on an earnings season just started. So the tech earnings are going to roll in. Then you have the energy earnings rolling in, and it looks like the market's in a somewhat of a forgiving mood right now. Even though if somebody misses and gives some sort of really dire guidance, you can expect that stock to fall dramatically. But overall, market indicators, swing indicators are indicating that the rally has legs and that it can continue. We have another very important meeting coming up on Sunday. That's the Doha meeting where Russia, all the OPEC ministers, as well as Russia and Saudi Arabia, the two big 800-pound gorillas in the oil market, are going to decide on some sort of oil output freeze. And we shall see. If they have no output freeze, you can rest assured the market will have a pretty severe correction, not changing the trend, as I explained on my first video cast, but you can expect a pretty big thump down if nothing comes out of that meeting. All right. I think that should, that moves on. Let me just show a couple of charts that we've been trading. One of them is Facebook. You have a very large reversal candle. I'm showing this on the daily so people are aware of it. This was that bogus report that came out of whatever the name was, Facebook's advertising partner. I forget the name. And look what's going on here. This is what internal. Now, let me stop myself for a minute. What's key about trading is that you have to watch not just the externals, okay? You also have to watch what's happening internally. You have to watch what's happening internally. This move down yesterday caused Facebook to create a beautiful, on the daily, oversold conditions on the fast stochastics below 20. So we're in that stock right now. Those lottos or short-term options that are expiring tomorrow are up a lot. From 17 cents, they went to almost $1. Do the percentage math yourself. That's almost 400%. And then they're still up there in the 50+ cent level. So this particular move is telling me that Facebook, using the basic Darvas box print, this is the Darvas box, the magenta line, is looking at somewhere around 115 to 118 on the top side. Nothing changed with yesterday's drop. The trend lines are moving higher. I'd like to see them a little bit swinging up, which is the 50 and the 34. The crossover happens around the 107 level. And then this happened yesterday. So at this point in time, for short-term traders, I can't guide you in and out of a fast-moving market that's moving every 5 nanoseconds. But you have to use your judgment. If you bought something cheaper on this reversal candle, which is certainly looking solid so far, and I believe Facebook is up about 30 cents or so pre-market. I'd like to see it up $2. But the reality is that that's what's going on. So you got to manage your own trades. And if you're not an active trader, don't trade these things. If you're a swing trader, you can certainly hold on to Facebook, in my opinion, because it's looking pretty damn good on the daily. The earnings probably will jettison these RSIs up past 80, and at that point, the stock will most probably be past 120 bucks, and so that's so that's what it is. All right, let's take a look at Amazon, which a lot of you trade, and this is Amazon's chart. So if you look at Amazon's chart and the bulls really want to move this stock higher, it doesn't take rocket science to figure out that this gap fill up here in the 670, 680 range or so will get filled. Pattern symmetry above all. This is a market structure move. Maybe 650, pull back a little bit, and then jettison higher. Is it possible on earnings it goes well past 700? Well, there are analysts, big shots, who have raised the target price above 800 in my, from what I've seen. So pattern symmetry is good. Now look at the internals. This is what I'm talking about, the internals. The internals, unlike Facebook, which was down here, the internals are overbought on the daily. So it's possible that Facebook has a limited upside, possibly just a gap fill, possibly this particular move up here in the 630 range, which I've shown on my other charts, and that's it, right? Because these are very congested. I would like to see a reset down to really have a more conviction trade, and then a move up. And these are simple stuff that I'm showing you, okay? You don't have to get in that deep. Let's take a look at Google. So in the case of Google, I drew the charts differently. I put out these channels, and these channels are pretty, they're pretty accurate. 1 second. So let's do it like that, right? Let's do it like this. Nice. So the upper end of the channel is 810, which also coincides with the Darvas box. The stock is on an uptrend. Also, it's on its way to getting overbought, but not there yet. So it can move up to 788. You can see that. But you got to monitor these things and see where we're going with this. If it really busts out, then you're going to see a move above 813. And then if you follow the channels, you're looking at somewhere around 860. Is it possible? It absolutely is. Is it also possible that it breaks below this somewhat flattish, upwardly rising flattish 34 in the 50 and falls below this channel, below 750? Absolutely is. Lower end of the Darvas is 680. One with the other, any major drops on these stocks, in my opinion, are buying opportunities, because these companies are forward thinkers. They're moving ahead. They're enhancing their product composition, and they are changing things the way we do, we lead our lives. So very, very important. Let's take a look at Netflix. So Netflix here also is quite overbought at this point. You can see that on the daily. I've drawn these channels on shorter term charts. That's the reason why they're high drawings. Okay, good. So you can see here that this was the breakout level here. And that's better. So you have a wide band here, 85 and 130. But let's look to see what's happening at hand right now. So as you can see here, the Darvas box is very squeezed. That's a very serious pinch bottleneck here, and we need to break above the bottleneck over 111.40 in order for the stock to basically move up towards the 122 level. Because once it breaks out over this, there's resistance at 117, and then above that you have nothing till till you get up towards this level here in the 122 level. However, the daily is overbought, so you have to be somewhat cautious and play, and do what you need to do. All right, but so far so good. Lower end of this band is 96. Upper end of the band is 107. On a more shorter term basis, this is your support at the 101 level, and then the break yesterday, and this is where we are. We called the shots on Netflix below the 100 level, and we have been playing this stock very nicely. In fact, all the way from here. So that's it for now. All right. Enough said. Don't want to get into this too long. Get people a chance to listen to it. It's 8:50 a.m. I wish everyone well. It's a tough market, whether it's higher or lower. And all of us are human. Doesn't matter how robotic we want to be. I try to be as robotic as possible, and it's still difficult. So that's all I got to say. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay clueless 8 trading, get referrals, sign up for the advanced coaching sessions. It's going to help you, not hurt you. And I'll see you all on the trading floor. Thank you for listening.